Is GP the loneliest specialty? It's an interesting question, and might not seem like it because often we're in a group practice, but I don't know how your day is. I arrive, I jump in my room, go through results, go through letters, go through the inbox, clear all that, start seeing patients, patient, take the history, do the examination, sort out the problem, go, pop up for lunch. I'm finding it a little exhausting at the moment, so lunchtime is like, oh, okay, what's going on? And then on again for the afternoon. And there might be some interactions with the nurses or some interactions, a question here or there, but largely it is consulting in a room. And compare this perhaps to perhaps the physicians might be doing this as well, but I don't know. Sit in the room and consult. So nonetheless, there is this sensation at some level of being alone and just having to go through the day consulting. It's different from a hospital, different from an emergency department. I think the responsibility that we carry as doctors is significant. Even in general practice. Just don't know who is going to walk in the door with something serious. Because in amongst that, there's a lot that, hey, it can be dealt with. It's either the worried well or there's a problem that has a solvable problem, but every now and then there's something that's very serious and that could walk in the door. And so there's a pressure. It's a pressure. And how do you deal with that? I mean, my methodology at this present is exercise every day, meditate every day, and have some depth of relationship with the universe, with God, with the universe, with spirit, whatever you want to call it. And then hopefully go surfing a fair bit as well. My son's out here at the moment, looks like pretty reasonable waves once again. I mean, one advantage of living in Byron, it tends to keep things in perspective to a degree. It's like, okay, what's important? What's important? But this idea of loneliness in medicine, particularly in general practice, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. And what to do about it? If you got some ideas, love to hear them. How do you cope with it? Do you even experience this? Is this a factor for you, or you're like, no, I feel fully connected. It's fully awesome. My life is amazingly fulfilled. The problem with it not being fulfilled is that eventually it becomes difficult to even show up to work. It's like, okay, I'm just doing this for the money. I'm just doing this for whatever. But there's a strange experience that I had consulting during the floods here. This was about 18 months ago. Bad floods. You might have heard about them. Lismore, Mullumbimby flooded, a lot of the places south of here flooded. And in this experience, the internet went down. There was not much service. And I had this really peculiar experience of not having the computer in the room. And somehow without that, it became much more personable. It was really interesting in terms of not having access to everything that we normally do. There was more humanity. There was more curiosity. There was more conversation. Do I see us going back to not having computers? No, I don't. But it is perhaps something to be aware of. That if I think I'm just in the room consulting by myself, I'm missing something. This was not planned, but I tell you what, you know what it is? It's the connection to our patients. That was what was really evident back in the flood experience. But when I'm sitting there with the computer and just seeing patient after patient, it's a real challenge to maintain the humanity. And certainly even the model of 15-minute appointments, patient, it's pretty demanding. Perhaps there should be some scope for booking a longer conversation with people. And have, okay, every now and then you get to have a 44. will sit down and look at your life in terms of what is going on comprehensively. What's happening in their body, but also what's happening in their being, their spirituality, what's happening in their balance category with their families, what's happening with their money game in their business. How are things? I had a day last week and it was astounding how many difficulties people are facing right now. But if we exhaust ourselves as doctors, if we end up unable to be present with our patients, then the box really locks down. So to ask you, where are you at in this loneliness game? Do you feel alone? Do you feel suppressed? Do you feel like your ability to even speak about what's going on for you is constrained and constricted? And even going to a Facebook group like GP Down Under or Creative Careers in Medicine or Doctors, what's the other one called? There's one about a business for doctors. Like, these aren't really places where you can say things because you don't know what's going to happen. But having this freedom to be able to get your thoughts out, get your feelings out, get your facts out, and just, this is what's going on for me. It could be something that is desperately needed for us if we're not all going to burn out in the next 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, 2 years. Because the level of degree of problems that we are facing is significant. It's significant. Our patients are struggling, and we are bearing a branch of a difficulty that is very heavy. So where are you talking? Who are you talking to? What's in place for you? Spend some time thinking about this stuff. It's important. How are you supporting yourself? And if you're struggling, let me know. See if I can help out. All right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to try and track down my son here. Love surfing into the dark. I'm like, mate, come on. Got to go home. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you're having an awesome day. Have a think about the questions posed in this one. Challenges aren't going to get easier. We got to get better. All right, look forward to seeing you soon. Another live.